Hey everyone, Tony Winston here for Jazz Piano College. Going to work out of this book today. Our Love Is Here to Stay by George and Ira Gershwin. Can't believe I've never covered this song, but I don't think I have. So I'll make this kind of a beginner video, but I will talk a little bit about improv and reharmonization and junk like that. So I'm going to skip over the verse. I don't think I've ever played or heard the verse. And that's probably the reason. It's certainly nothing extraordinary. And if you want the verse, there's a PDF down in the description. Did you know you could just click on it and it'll pop right up? You don't have to like put in your social security number or your bank account information or anything like that. It just pops up for you. It's free. It always is free. Every one of my videos, probably just about all of them, have a free PDF. So, check out some of the other videos. I've got like 500 of them up. All right, there's me just goofing around on it. But I did use one little thing that Bill Evans does. He does this. He starts on an E flat 7th, 13, and I think there's a sharp 11 in there, and just takes it up chromatically. Right there to the A flat, which of course is going to go right nicely into the next G7. Okay, that's kind of an advanced thing. Let's go over the chords just in a simple way. So, got G7. If I just play a G triad, I've got G7. And by the way, if it's any number greater than 7, like G9, it means G7 with a 9. And if you're going to play a bigger voicing, then you'd have room to put the 9 in. But if you're just doing simple chords with the left hand for now, just think of it as a 7th chord, G7. Now G minor 7, again, my 7 is here, so that's all I have to do. Now C7, and I could leave out the G since I'm playing it here. Probably sounds a little better that way. F6 is an F major triad, add the 6th. Okay, and we've got some little passing chords here of B flat and A minor 7. That's now I played, what did I play? Did I play B flat 7? Yeah. So, talking to beginners here, there's B flat major. If you add a major 7th, you can call it B flat major 7th. If it's the flat 7, it doesn't mean a black key, it just means it's 2 steps down from the root, 2 half steps down from the root with a major triad. That's just B flat 7, all right? B flat is for this note, and the 7, and you just have to know this. If it doesn't say major 7 or minor 7, you just have to know that the 7 is this. Okay, now A minor 7, again, the A minor refers to that, and you have to know that the 7 is also 2 half steps down from the root. The only difference between the last chord is it doesn't have a major 3rd. We had a B flat major chord. We didn't go down to A major, we went down to A minor, but that's the 7th. Okay, now here again, a D, 7, so you have to have a major triad, and there it is. Now, I have to play the whole G7 chord now because my melody is up here. And what note is that? Is it the root, the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, the 9th, okay? All right, and here just the G minor triad will work. Now for C7, I could come all the way down here again. Yes? However, I could like invert like this, play C7 that way. You see these two notes? There's C7, C, E, da. Move these two up here, and it's closer to the G minor 7. So it might sound better, it might not. You have to just decide on your own what sounds better. All right, this is kind of a modern change here. I don't think it was in the original. It says E flat 9, flat 5. Now don't let that chord freak you out. Just play E flat triad. It's a 7th chord. All right, so there's your chord, and the melody takes care of the flat 5. Then we're just going to slide that down a half step. All right, from E flat 7th to D 7th to B minor 7th. This is an easy one to remember because it's all white keys. And then E7. Now it says flat 9. If you know, the best place to put it in would be right here, and you have to do it with your right hand. It has a pretty nice sound. Sounds real jazzy. A minor 7th, D7. I'm playing these all in root position. F major 7th, B flat major 7th. There's the triad. Just a half step down from the root gives you the major 7th. And the melody is the 9th. See? 7th, 9th. It's up there, it's still the 9th. Now E minor 7, flat 5. Whenever you have a minor 7 chord with a flat 5, you have to pay attention to that. So E minor 7th, take the triad, that's E minor. We have to add that 7. We flat the 5 and play the melody. A7. I don't think we've had this one yet in this song, so A major this time. And it's what you call a dominant 7th. Major 7ths will tell you it's a major 7th. Minor 7ths will tell you it's a minor 7th. But if it just says 7, it's a major triad with the flat 7. Right? Why do I call it a flat 7? Because the scale has this note as the 7. What did I do to the 7? I flatted it. And then G7, that was D minor, that's an easy chord there too. And G7, G minor 7. So from a G dominant 7th, and it never will say dominant, it'll just have whatever letter, G, could say G flat even, or even G sharp, but the flat or the sharp will refer to the root. And then a 7 after that will be a dominant 7th, unless it says major or minor, so G7. Now G minor, we just changed that one note, and then we're on to C7. Now, it's a lot the same in the second half, so I'll just play it for you. Okay, this is a great part of the song. It's just following the cycle of fifths. G, C, F, B flat. Well, it should go to E flat next, but E, A, D. It's very typical to do something like that too. And then Eventually gets on C and then back to F eventually. So how did I handle that? I played root position, then I inverted the C7, and it was real easy to do. I just moved this down to the beginning of a C chord. Then I moved the bottom two notes down and got F major 7th and left those two the same. Then I moved these two down, got B flat major 7th. All right, because that's B flat major 7th, but do you see the F and the A down there? All right, and then these two go down for E minor 7 flat 5, and these two go down. Start the A major chord there for an A dominant 7th, then D minor 7th, G 7th. At this point, I think I would change to root position and back to C like that, because it's down here. It sounds good either place. All right, so. Oh, sorry. Now, anytime there's just one chord symbol in a measure, I play the chord at least twice. Next measure, there's two chords, so I got that one, and this one, and this one. But play that one again. Diminished chord, G sharp. That means G sharp is the root. All right, you always got to think about the root first. Whatever letter is there, if there's a flat or sharp after it, it's referring to that letter. So G sharp. Now just do minor thirds. Da, 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 da. That always gives you a diminished chord. Okay, there it is. And then. And I told you I'd give you some reharm, so right there, there's some reharm written above. All right, and the B diminished, which, by the way, is the same chord as G sharp diminished. You see, if you just invert the chord, you end up with G sharp diminished, so it's really the same chord. Here's another chord you could use, though. E dominant 7th with a very dissonant note in there. That's called the sharp 9. And then, here we got the cycle of fifths again. I'll do some open voicings. You can't do this as a beginner, but this is where you want your playing to eventually go. If you can't reach that, there's still open voicings you can do. Like that is a nice one. And then, in fact, I'll play it once with open voicings. Trying to come up with something good there. Anyway, it's a great song, classic song. I remember hearing it as a kid on television and thinking, that's a pretty nice song. And you'll never believe who was singing it. Nancy Reagan. I don't know what show it was on, but she came out and sang that song. So anyway, there you go. Our Love. I hope that didn't ruin it for you. Anyway, there you go. Our Love is Here to Stay. Check out Bill Evans' version of it. It's really great.